Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you all good. Welcome to the Daily Current Affairs. July 23, we observe National Broadcasting Day. The first ever radio broadcast in the country went on air from the Bombay station under the Indian Broadcasting Company. The first ever radio was established in the year 1927. In India, the radio became an important part of people's life, which is both in the medium of entertaining and it is also in the medium of news. Next one, the Central Board of Direct Taxes, that is CBDT, observed the 161st income tax day on 24th July 2021. That is on 24th July, the CBDT has celebrated its 161st income tax day, and the chairman of CBDT is JB Mohapatra, and it is established in the year 1924, which is headquartered at New Delhi. In the year 1860, on this day, that is July 24th, income tax was introduced in India by Sri James Wilson. So on the on that day, as it is initiated on July 24, we celebrate July 24 as a income tax day. Next one, Binaya Srikanta Pradhan has been appointed as the next High Commissioner of India to the United Republic of Tanzania. Here, the Pradhan has been working as a Deputy Chief of Mission in the Embassy of India, which is at Moscow. And the capital of Tanzania is Dodoma, and the president is Samia Suluhu Hassan, and the currency of Tanzania is Tanzanian shilling. Next one, India and the Maldives signed an agreement for a grant of $4.5 million to implement, and this agreement is to implement the community development projects in the island nations. And this agreement was signed by the External Affairs Minister of India, that is S. Jaishankar, and the Maldivian counterpart of Abdullah Shahid. And the capital of Maldives is Male, and the currency is Maldivian rupiah. Next one, Kerala inks a $125 million pact with the World Bank to disaster preparedness boost the disaster preparedness. And this Kerala made an agreement with the World Bank to stand up against the natural disasters or the climate change impacts and the disease outbreaks and the pandemics, which will come in the which would come in the upcoming years. And it will also help them make the health, water resource management, and the agriculture also. And the headquarters of World Bank is at Washington, United States, and the president is David Malpass. Next one, Indian Bank has signed an agreement with IIT Guwahati Technology Incubation Center, that is IIT-TIC, for financing startups. And this agreement is signed under the bank's loan product of IND Springboard. Here, this IND Springboard is a support for the Indian Bank for giving the loans to the startups up to the 50 crore rupees, and it may be fulfill their capital requirements or the purchase of machineries and the equipments for the startup companies. Next one, cabinet approved 6322 crore production linked incentives, that is PLI scheme, for specialty steel. Here, the Ministry of Steel is under Birender Singh, and this scheme will by approving this scheme, it will boost the manufacturing, and it also reduce the imports of the steel from the other countries, and it also creates the jobs over about 5.25 lakhs jobs in the country. And by approving this scheme, also we are India also expected to attract the investments from the foreign countries to invest in India of around about 40,000 crores. And it will also aims India to help the specialty steel production to reach the 42 million tons in the coming 5 years. This is a scheme which is approved by the cabinet. Cabinet is about the 5 years from 2023 to 2028. Next one, Matru Kavacham is a campaign to be launched by the Kerala government to vaccinate all the pregnant women in the state. As the part of this campaign, all the pregnant women will be registered for vaccination at the ward level, and these all the registrations will be done by the ASHA workers, which is accredited social health activities activist workers. And these health workers will ensure that all the pregnant women will be registered under this campaign, and all the pregnant women will be vaccinated. It is all the responsibility of these ASHA workers. And the CM of Kerala is Pinarayi Vijayan, and the governor is Arif Muhammad Khan. Next one, first first book village of Kerala in Perumukalam, Perumkulam, which is at Kollam district, is opened. And this is Bapuji Smaraka Grandashala, a library in the village, is at the forefront to make it the first book village of the state. Where in this state, the Bapuji Smarak Grandashala will be used as the library to as it is a first book village. And implementing of this first book village is to encourage the habit of reading of the people in the state. And in this library, more than 7,000 books are going to be established. If we talk about the Kerala, previously we have seen that Kerala has topped the position in the India's sustainable development goals index, that is India's SDG index. The Kerala has topped this index, which is released by the Niti Aayog. And if we see the Bihar has been recorded as the worst performance in this SDG index of Niti Aayog. And the Kerala also launched the smart kitchen scheme, which is very helpful to the women of the states to give the loans and they renovate their kitchens. And the loans which are given to these women will be of low interest rates. Next one, Yami Gautam joins hands with the Himachal Pradesh government for the Bachon Ka Sahara Phone Hamara initiative. Here, this Bachon Ka Sahara Phone Hamara initiative is an initiative which is launched by the Himachal government, which provides the mobile phones, smartphones to the children who cannot afford the smartphones. And this scheme is launched under the Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan of this state government. Here, the governor of the Himachal Pradesh is Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar, and the chief minister is Jairam Thakur. Next one, Vice President of India inaugurated the World University Summit 2021. Here, the Vice President of India is M. Venkaiah Naidu, and the theme for this WS21 World University Summit 2021 is Universities of the Future, Building Institutional Resilience, Social Responsibility, and Community Impact. And this summit is organized by the OP Jindal Global University, which is at Sonipat, Haryana. And in this, the Vice President has called India to be a Vishwaguru in education. And the Union Ministry of the Ministry of Education is under Sri Dharmendra Pradhan, and the Dharmendra Pradhan is also addressed the summit. Next one, India emerges as the fifth largest forex reserves holders in the world with 608.99 billion dollars. Here the forex means forex foreign exchange reserves, and it is the fifth largest country in the world after China, Japan, Switzerland, and Russia. Whereas these four respectively stand in the first four places. Next one, Sandesh Jingan, who is the defender in the footballer, was named as the AIFF Men's Footballer of the Year 2020-2021, and the Suresh Singh Wangjam, who is a midfielder in the football, was picked as the emerging player for the 2020-21. Here the AIFF means All India Football Federation. It is a governing body of the India, which is under the Ministry of Youth Affairs and the Sports. Here the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports is under Anurag Singh Tahur, and whose constituency is Harimpur, Himachal Pradesh. And the president of AIFF is Praful Patel, which is headquartered at New Delhi. Next one, renowned theatre personality and literature Urmil Kumar Tapilial has passed away. He was passed away at the age of 78, and he is from the he is a well-known theater personality, theater artist, and a literature. Next one, noted Carnatic classical violinist violinist Sikil Shri R. Bhaskaran passed away in Chennai. Here, Sri R. Bhaskaran has passed away in Chennai at the age of 85. He is from Tamil Nadu. Next one. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe and stay strong.